He's got these simple secrets.
All right, his book comes out next month. And why did you decide to write a book about trust?
You know, it's quite simple. Looking at what's happening today in the world, like, trust is such an important subject. Like, looking at the presidential, what's happening with, the president, people are losing trust in America, and I've been seeing that progressively get worse and worse over the years. And that's really what motivated me to write this, as well as like what's happening in the world today. Like, people need to trust people.
Right.
And that's
eventually you think, huh?
Right, eventually, right? And trust is something that you can build over a lifetime, but you can lose it in an instant.
Yes.
Right? So it's very important to know the right things, like especially the 5 things that I mentioned in my book.
Right.
In order
to. But you also have some statistics too, alarming statistics.
Yes.
Okay, which occupation, I don't know if you saw the fire, which occupation do you think is the most trusted?
Yeah, so Forbes actually earlier this year posted a study listing the most trusted professions, leaving nurses and military officers as the top trusted, and unfortunately leaving TV reporters at the bottom of the poll, which to me was surprising. So I was like, people in America need to know how to gain and learn how to gain people's trust and develop it, right? So with that said, it's important to know the 5 things.
Okay.
T, right? Them. You need to make it about them. You genuinely need to be interested in people. And there's a difference between being interesting and interested, right? People can tell the difference. So you need to ask questions about them and match and mirror them. R, respect. You need to respect the space, right? Physical space. You need to respect their values. And you should respect their beliefs and respect, like, their model of the world. Don't judge people. Just accept them the way they are. U, for up. Right? Have an uplifting personality. People naturally like people who are positive and uplifting. And it's not just, positive, just smiling, but also have a positive mental attitude, right? Have a good outlook on life. And then S for situation. You want to be situationally aware of the situation you're in. I should show up here looking really good because of the appropriate situation versus just, in a t-shirt, right? So be aware. Also, you might be in the library where you can't be loud, right? So you should be quiet because that can immediately lose trust.
Okay.
And T, I find the funniest one and the most important one is time, right? We all have a friend that's always late for everything, right?
Who?
I don't know. I don't know here, but I have friends like that, and you don't want to be late. And if you are late, well, you better have a really good reason for it, because otherwise nobody cares. So time is the fastest or the way to actually lose or gain someone's trust.
Okay.
So those 5 things, outside of like some other things I mentioned on my website in an actual free video series, is really the 5 important things that I believe all Americans should know to learn how to gain and develop people's trust.
Okay, and also the thing is that you also said that neighbors sometimes are like 50-50 on that, right?
Yeah, so half of Americans don't even trust their neighbors. It's actually 52% to be exact, which is, I found comical.
Okay. Yeah, so how do we start with the neighbors?
How do we start with the neighbors?
Yeah, how do we, get them to trust us? How do we trust them?
Great question. So definitely go up, introduce yourself. You want to have a positive outlook on life, smile, right? And be nice to them, and see if you can maybe, I don't know, do something kind for them. Like, for example, my mom's neighbors sometimes mow their lawn for them.
Oh, that's nice.
Right?
Yeah.
That's super awesome. Whenever I heard that, I was like, that's a very kind neighbor right there.
There you go.
So,
well, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
This book again comes out next month, The Secrets of Trust. Thank you.
That's right.
All right, back over to you.
Yeah, that'll work. Thanks, Dominic. Thanks, Tina. Hey, guys, remember the late 90s?